what I think about innovation really happens at the forefront of two very different concepts coming together. And the coolest brands are built off of two totally unrelated things every single time. Like for example, there is this gas station. Right now I'm in Charlottesville, Virginia. I'm usually in New York City and Brooklyn, but here I am in Virginia. COVID, things happen. I'll be back in New York soon. But in the meantime, there's a gas station here, and they sell fried chicken. And now I'm vegetarian. I haven't had chicken in a long time, but my husband real into chicken, and you get a free chicken bone with meat, like a thigh or whatever it is. I don't know, a wing. You get a free piece of chicken every time you pump gas. Do those have anything to do with each other? No. But he will go out of his way to get to that gas station to eat that particular chicken, which is free, just to go there. And it's one of those things that I think about, like, where can you innovate where you have two totally unrelated things, two totally different things that just make perfect sense?
Yeah.
I think that's really where cool stuff comes from, is when you take those things. And there is such opportunity for different partnerships, for different brands to integrate in that way.
Like I think
that's really cool.
I think some of, like, when I would think about it, I'm like, okay, I like a good chocolate, good like liquor, or tequilas, and it was like the Good Life, the local cheese shop, artisanal, local, farm raised, grass finished. Like when I think about those little niche things of like being a foodie, but there's no, like, for instance, I think this is interesting. In our culture, we have a word for somebody who's into food. You're a foodie. We don't have a comparable word for somebody who's into massage and body work.
Right. We should make one. We should make a word.
Because it's like he's a geek about, oh, he does this crazy massage thing we've never seen. It's like when you pull those things together, people who are interested in the good life, like whatever.
An aficionado. Yeah. I mean, that makes perfect sense, actually. And I feel that same way. I think, in the neighborhood that I'm in Brooklyn, we resonate with folks who are really into those like macrame plant hangers and some hippie shit, right? Like some Palo Santo burning in the background. So for me, like, maybe buying this macrame business, and who knows if I'll do it. I haven't decided yet, but maybe purchasing that, it's not so dissimilar in a way. You got to decorate your office with something.
I think the personality.
Folks are excited about that.
I think the personality. It's, for some reason, massage education, I think, in their quest to like standardize, get the students ready for the MBLEX and remain professional, it's like I think it's like they're pulling away some personality. I hate to say that, but that's how it feels sometimes. What I'm trying to get the therapist to do is make video and have personality, because I think that's why people continue to work with us. It's not just because the service is good or pain relief or it's most relaxing. It's also because they enjoy working with you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. I was just thinking about a spa that I went to in Tulum in Mexico, and they were selling hammocks. And I was like, obviously, these people like to relax. Like, yeah, your clients are there to relax. That's exactly right. Hammock is the next best thing.
Yeah.
In a way, I'm a big fan. So what's next for you? What other cool things are you working on?
Primarily, my time is spent massaging a keyboard. We're doing primarily like interactive live streams. I don't know if you've caught this or not, but we're using 4 camera angles and wireless microphone. I've got a new computer we're about to build and 3 new cameras. We have pushed, like, okay, let's put it this way. COVID wiped out the physical side of the business, and I went, focus on the digital. You've already got it set up. I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, I'm still being told people can't learn online. And I'm like, guys, it doesn't make sense for me to teach in-person classes anymore. I keep looking at the students, and I'm going, I can stream to you every day for 2 hours. Every day. Every day. Every day. And they're like, what? But we only learn hands-on. And I'm like, okay, so get your colleagues together in a room and study in your living room, put me on the big screen TV. And they're like, what? But they don't have to pay? And I'm like, this is like pay-per-view. I don't care. Get together. CE party, CE party, CE party. And they're like, what? Concept. They're like, what? And I'm like, listen, we're doing this. So that's what I'm doing, and I continue to put the curriculum together. It's gotten to the point where the additional layer. So it's interesting, like I thought I couldn't teach online. Now I spend all my time teaching online, and what's happening is if I don't have the digital layer, I feel like it's missing something. So, for instance, people were falling a little bit behind because of anatomy. And then I figured out how to be able to grab anatomy GIFs. I think it's a GIF, and we can argue about that. I get the anatomy on the screen so that as I'm talking, I can just press a button and pop up trapezius so they can see what the anatomy
Cool.
is. So the thing is, you used to have like an in-person class, and then you had to have like a slideshow. But the technology's gotten much better, but now it's like the digital part is like almost changing the curriculum. It's almost improving it in a way because it's making me filter it in a slightly different way where I'm going, guys, this is a much more effective way of me delivering information.